we're here at the airport waiting for our flight to go to Boston. And from Boston, we're going to Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch hunts were for Halloween. Woo! But yeah, we're gonna have a good time at Halloween. We're gonna go see spooky shit. We got the witch house. Go get a psychic reading or some shit like that. And yeah, I'll see you in Salem. Okay, plebes, we made it. I got my boarding pass, so we're getting on the 11 o'clock flight, group 5, not first class this time, but that's okay, at least we're getting on.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, what's up everybody? We just got here to Salem. It's so pretty over here. It looks like it's fall. Everything's green, yellow, the leaves are falling. Right now we're gonna get breakfast and then we're gonna get ready and then we're gonna come back so we could go do all that witch shit, you know what I'm saying? And co-worker from work, go out to Boston as well. Meet Alfie.
Alfonso.
And Nina. Show the shirt, show the shirt. Take it away. We got a bun in the oven. A skeleton in the bones. I don't know, how would you say that with a shirt? Look, look, look. Oh, and then this is where we're gonna have breakfast, the Ugly Mug Cafe or something like that. They got ugly mugs and I saw that they had a mug with like a weight on it and I don't want that one. Onda Plebes, we're here at the witch house in Salem. This used to belong to a judge that trialed the trials in Salem. It's one of the only houses connected to the whole shebang that happened here in Salem. And this is it. Everybody's dressed in their costumes and stuff. It's really nice. And then you can even take a tour of the house. Does this house look familiar? Well, it should. It's Allison's house from Hocus Pocus. It's really called Rope's Mansion. It was built in 1727 and we can go take a look right now. To study on my trip, so take a book and look. Just kidding, this is expensive. This is the Garden of Eden, and just kidding, it's the Rope's Mansion Garden. It's really nice, very peaceful, zen, romantic, you know, take a stroll out here with your lover or your dogs, whatever, you know. Very eerie, like we're here by ourselves.
God loves headshots. He didn't give his son Jesus Christ to continue in sin. God forbid. He gave his son Jesus Christ from your sins. But here's the problem. This is why you reject salvation, because you love your sin contrary to God who is pure. So it's going to be everything that's impure, because God is pure.
Sorry. ¿Qué onda, plebes? Okay, we're here in downtown Boston. We're gonna go to a brewery called Trillium. We're gonna go meet our friends that we saw earlier. So we're gonna grab, drink some beer, and play with the baby. So
This is poutine. We got egg. We got duck.
that's duck.
We got duck. Yeah. We got duck. Got some type of gravy. It's fire.
It's fire. Oh, you're a natural.
It's like, once he saw it, he was like happy with it. It's like going in. Come back. You don't have anything to say about it. Everything part of it.
¿Qué onda, plebes? Okay, so today was a really cool day. We went to go have breakfast. We went to the witch house. We went to Allison's house. I forgot what the original name was called. And then we would just walk down like the Salem alleys and stuff. Oh, and I got a psychic reading today. And I just think that that's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, hocus pocus. I don't think it's real. Like, okay, changes are gonna come into my life, but changes come like all the time. And then we came back to the hotel, knocked out, and went to go have like some food with our friends and stuff. And now we're back here with our chuncherias. We have hot Cheetos, hot chocolate, and some donuts. I know, I'm fat, but whatever. And we're watching Annabelle. So it's time to watch scary movies and just chillax. What are your guys' favorite scary movies? Mine has to be It, the original movie. I love It, and also the movie Dolls. So yeah, let me know what your favorite movie is down below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, so we're here at Burying Point, the cemetery. Judges were buried here, accusers were buried here, all with the witch trials and everything. It was established in 1637. It's one of the oldest cemeteries in Salem. And yeah, let's go check it out.
So Giles Corey is, he was one of the accused during the Salem witch trials. Giles Corey is interesting because he was never found guilty, although he was killed. And so what basically happens is that Giles Corey's wife, Martha Corey, was accused of witchcraft. And then initially when she was accused of witchcraft, he kind of was not super helpful in regards to that. They asked him if he thought that she might be a witch, and he basically said maybe. He said, here's a list of weird stuff that she does that seems kind of suspicious to me. But then of course he gets accused of witchcraft, and then of course he decides that he doesn't believe in it anymore. And what happens is that he actually goes to court, and Giles Corey is asked the two questions that they ask everybody, which is how do you plead, guilty or not guilty? He says not guilty. And then the second question, which we don't ask anymore, is how would you like to be tried? And the answer to that question that you're supposed to say is by God and my country. And that basically just means that you understand like the general rules of like the trial and you consent to happen. But Giles Corey doesn't answer that question, which means that legally speaking, under English law, they can't actually try him for the crime. You can't send a person to court without their permission. But if the person doesn't consent to go to trial, they are allowed to do this thing called pressing, which is basically that they put stones on top of you until you decide that you do want to go to court after all. And so they threaten Giles Corey with this, but he doesn't care. He still refuses to go to court. They take him out into a field, they put a board on his chest, they start piling stones on top of him. They do that for about 2 days. So they keep checking in every once in a while, seeing like if he is going to go to court or not. And he actually doesn't. And Giles Corey dies during that. He's about 81 years old. He dies under pressing. He never actually goes to court at all, so he's never actually found guilty or innocent one way or another. It's the only time that's happened in American history. Giles Corey actually beat a servant to death previously when he was younger. He had this mentally challenged man that he literally beat to death, and he got away with it with a fine because they couldn't provably show that it was necessarily his blow that had caused the brain clot that killed him. So a lot of people already at the time kind of thought that Giles Corey maybe had something coming, so he probably wouldn't have done great in court anyway. And as a matter of fact, Ann Putnam, who's one of his accusers, actually points out the parallels between him allegedly like stomping a man to death and him being pressed himself. She actually sort of like draws that already. So that's Giles Corey. Not the nicest guy, but he is the only person who's ever been pressed to death in American history.
Jesus. I'm stick.
Alright, wow.
Thank you. It was a really successful trip. I loved it here. It was really nice. Really gave me fall, spooky vibes and stuff. Definitely do want to come back. So if you watch the whole video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.